Well, my fiance at the time had just got locked up, and it was just me. And I'm like, dang, I want to be home with my baby. It's my first baby, and I said, well, I seen this stuff on Instagram at the time. Instagram was just getting rolling. I ain't know a lick about Instagram. Make a long story short, I got into the health and wellness. I started with It Works. Everybody knows that company. And I was doing the wraps, and it was like a win-win scenario. I can, kind of lose weight, and I can help somebody, and just trying to, But long story short, I didn't know what I was doing. So I was like, it ended before it even started.
Right.
So I canceled that out. But I was like, I always wanted more. I always wanted more. I knew that Waffle House wasn't my thing. It wasn't a place that I was going to retire or just be working at for a long time. It wasn't what I wanted for me or my daughter. And of course, with that came backlash. Just kind of take it to another question. Uh, well, kind of another thing is people when you begin to want more for yourself in life, and you want better, and you get around those people, other things, backlash may come with it. Oh, you think you're better than me, and a lot of stuff, and I get it. How do you deal with the backlash that you started to get when you got into multi-level marketing? Like, sometimes people, when you get into the industry and they tell you your uplines to reach out to your family, your friends, reach out to the people, your warm market, right? Create your list. And sometimes that gets bad blood with people because people don't know how to deal with come people don't know how to come at people, especially being new to multi-level marketing, and you're wondering like, gosh, my family and my friends are not signing up, and there's so many reasons why.
Right.
But how did you deal with it? Or when you dealt with it, how did you become better with dealing with the people that when of course things are different now because you've been in it for a while, but just kind of going back, how did that work for you? What did you experience, or what was the craziest thing you ever experienced or ever happened to you, dealing with a family or a friend? Because this can help somebody. And how did you become better? What did you change in the midst of that?
Okay. So, I mean, we can't even speak past tense because it still happens to this day. We still
Yeah.
are going through that whole situation where family and friends are not being supported, and like you said, it's for multiple reasons because they just feel like, oh, you was just doing this last week, then you was doing that last month, you was doing that last year, but now you're doing this. Now that's hot, or their finances aren't where they want it to be, so they really don't understand the knowledge and the background of what it is that we have our hands on for real, because they're so conditioned to just that one thing, which is working, or the guy that they're dealing with is going to take care of them for the rest of their life, or their husband or whatever. So it's one of them things where with me, it's still kind of frustrating and it hurts at times because it's like, dang, like, okay, we family, like you're my sister or you're my mom or you're my aunt or whatever, or my best friend or whatever. So why wouldn't you want to support, or why wouldn't you want to partner with me on this? But I just have to look at it like, in a situation, my journey that I'm on, everybody is not meant to go with me, and it's okay. It hurts, you know what I'm saying? Because it's like I want to be able to see everybody win. I want to see everybody eat. I want to see everybody on top. I don't want to be the only one that's at a certain level. And even if I'm not at that certain level yet, I still don't want to be the only one. Like, I want us to cry together. I want us to be like, girl, I almost quit yesterday, but we got to keep pushing. Like I want to be able to have that. And it's hard because I still, to this day, I don't. Like, every business that I have actually tapped into is maybe like literally a handful of individuals that I could still be like, they still rocking with me or whatever the case may be, just because they know my work ethic and they know how I am when it comes to me being hands on. Then of course there's a situation to where it's like family just like, nah, I'm good. Like, you got it. So I just kind of, I pray about the situation, like, and I probably sound cliche because everybody be like, oh, you pray, nah, nah. But I pray and I still work. So that's the difference. So I don't just pray like, send me this and I want this and I need that and Lord do this and do that. No. Like I actually have
Pity party.
right. I actually have a conversation with him as like I'm talking to you right now because I mean he created this. So at the end of the day, he already know how my conversation is, so he know. But I pray and I still put my work in. So at the end of the day, wherever I'm lacking, I know I'm bringing somebody else apart, or somebody, I'm gonna run into somebody that's gonna make up for where that emptiness is. So it may not be my blood sister, but it may be somebody like you that, I'm saying, I partner with, that I look at as like my sister. You see what I'm saying? So we still have that connection. So I'm getting over it. Like it's not a thing now to where, back then in them days I'd be ready to fight. You know what I'm saying? So now it's a different situation. So it's like I don't even allow it to stress me out as much. So like I said, pray and just continue to put my work in.
I'm glad you said that because I took a few pointers down from while you were talking. For starters, prayer works. I don't care how cliche it may sound, but it does. I mean, you can't just